Okay, so let's start with the first question that most of the people want to know. What made you decide to start selling on Amazon, and how did you choose your first product?
Well, in 2005, we didn't have the luxury of having all of the resource tools that we have today. So that's really where I've seen the landscape change completely. So it was almost from the salons that I had with my husband, where people were coming in. I would ask them questions. What do you like? What colors are you wearing? And so really it was almost like a gut feeling. Um, where I've seen it change over the years, and definitely where we look is more now at research, is making sure, yes, we've got a great idea for a brand. Yes, we've got a great idea and a passion, and it's come from knowing a lot about a category. But where I've seen it change over the years is that I really now always start with the research, because without the research, it's always going to be a risk.
Okay.
And I try to mitigate any risk when my students and when we're launching new products. So, yes, I want the client to know loads about the subject. I don't want to just choose something randomly and just buy it from China and stick it on Amazon. That's the worst thing you can do.
Okay.
So it's marrying that passion, bringing that to a product, but also using the tools that we have at our fingertips, because that then really consolidates the idea, but it also gives us a formula with the keywords, formula with how are we going to get onto page one? How are we actually going to sell this product?
Right, right. So basically, the thing is that if we do a product research, we can take a calculative risk, right?
Exactly.
So that,
Exactly. So we're not just going, oh, what does everybody buy every single day? Oh, mugs, cups.
right.
Do you know, every single week I have a client that comes to me that's knee deep in product that they've brought that they cannot ship in Amazon. And it horrifies me with the lack of research, or even like the know-how of how like platforms work, and they've spent £10,000 on product or £20,000, and they're sitting with all that stock and they cannot sell it.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, that's amazing.